Hello and welcome to Flory Models Kit View Time. Today we got Dear Models Ford Sierra Cosworth 4x4. Now if you're of a certain age, like my age, you'll know this car incredibly well. It was almost your dream car, you know, when you were growing up, and especially when you were first driving, that you would want to own this particular car. And for some reason, it's been really overlooked in the modelling world. I think Tamiya did the old 3-door with a whale fin out the back and all the rest of it. But it's really nice to see that actually Dear Models have got a proper Ford licensed kit out there of this very much iconic car. But you just say the word Cosworth, and a lot of people will think of Sierra Cosworth, obviously just being the engine, but that's the point to it. It's very, very iconic from that point of view. Anyway, as you can see, lovely bit of box art down in here, and obviously from the rallies. So you say, it says about it's got photo etch included, which is quite nice. This is one. So again, it is fully licensed. Just make sure you get that in there. All right. And then as you see, you've got the thing. So it's the DMK002 is your actual, your part number for this one. And again, a little bit around it on here. There's not too much to this. Apparently it's blue, red and white. What more can you ask for? Right. So down in here, it looks like, and I haven't seen this before. Oh no, perhaps it's not. I'm just, because this is a brand new kit and it's sealed. I took the shrink wrap off, but you can probably see down in here, they've managed to glue the box lid to it. Hopefully now it'll come away. There it is. Right, okay. Very, very nice. So if we just work our way through, we've got some of the rubber bits for the mud flaps and for the tyres, which is very nice. Clear sprues, very nice indeed. Lots of roll cage, as you might imagine, being a rally car. So we've got all of those down in there. We've got the actual main shell itself, which even through the bag looks absolutely lovely. So that's very nice indeed. And then various parts, as you can see, it's all single bagged. We've got full transmission, all the various parts down in there. Look, even the detail on the underside, it's absolutely beautifully done. Very, very nice. We've got the wheels and all the parts like that. So that's nice. And then again, we get a good old huge bag down in here, as you can see, with everything in. So it's a giant Ziploc bag with everything down in here. So we'll carefully take this out so we don't wreck anything. So we've got some cord, which is obviously going to make up your harnesses, I should imagine. All right, we've got those down in there. We've got a little bit of mirror. So this is the actual bit for your mirrors. We've got your photo etch, said before. So it looks like some brake calipers, or some brake discs, I should say, down in there, and harnesses and various parts as well, making up all of that. We've got masks. So this is really nice. So it actually looks like it's got a mask set, which has all been properly cut out. We're not on about just got to lift it off. It's actually had the backing taken out of it already. So that's very nice indeed. We've got a tiny piece of metal down in here, a little rod. And then again, got a huge old sheet as well, which is really nice that we've got all the markings onto it. And then down in here, we've got, which actually weighs an absolute ton. This is a proper glossy book. This isn't skimping on any details on this particular one. So anyway, you've got all your details about it. So we said about the Ford rally team and everything else like that. So if you want to read up on that. All right, you've got your paint required. So it's a little bit more detail on here than it's got in the box. So you've got all the colour callouts down in there as well in Tamiya. So you've got cans as well as LPs and various things. And then we are straight into it. So handy for me, it's all named. So we've got the chassis, various parts being put on the underside. So we've got the drive unit, the power plant, various bits and pieces being fitted down underneath here. Assembly for obviously everything, the running gear. And again, it's nice how they've done a sort of 3D drawing showing how these parts go in here as well. So that's actually really nice, very clear. All right, so we've got all the parts going on the underside. Then, as we said before, we've got the calipers down in here. So we've got the actual discs as well. We've got photo etch, which is going to go over just to liven up those areas down in there as well. So all of the wheels being fitted onto it. And as you say, you've got the tyres and the hubs all being fitted onto that one down on there and then being put on. And again, they are freewheeling, so you don't need to glue any of those at all. All right, then you're off into the interior. So you say lots of details down in here for your colour callouts on the safety equipment. So we've got things like, you say, we've got the handbrake down in here. We've got fire extinguishers, etc. all the way through. So putting all of that in, then getting the roll cage together, which will probably be a little bit fiddly, but be well worth it once all of that is in. And then you can drop the roll cage down into that one. We've got the seats being fitted into this one, and then obviously it's talking about the harnesses being fitted down into there as well, right the way over. And obviously we've got photo etch as well to make up all these harnesses, so that should work very well all the way through. So the seats being fitted down into there, into the chassis, then onto the dash as well. So we've got all of those, although clearly the steering wheel's on the wrong side, just saying. So we've got that one down in there like that. So again, right the way through, putting all the various parts down in this component. So you've even got your sun visors going in there and all the rest of it. Door cards and things being fitted down onto the inside, pretty standard for a car. And then obviously we've got the various parts being fitted to the outside of the chassis. So yes, some very nice bits and pieces like that. The only thing that's missing is some aftermarket speakers, as we all did. Okay, and then obviously we've got the glasswork being fitted onto there. We've got those black panels being fitted down to the back. We've got the door glass going in front and rear as well. That's all being fitted down in there. And then again, headlights all being fitted onto this one right the way through. I have a feeling that antenna is for that very fine piece of wire. So you've got that being fitted down into there as well. Logos being fitted onto this one, so you've actually got these Sierra Cosworth logos going down in there, drilling out a couple more holes as well, so you can fit all of those in, and then it's marrying up all three. So basically you've got the shell going down onto the chassis with your interior bolted in there, those giant cooling fans being fitted underneath the front as well. So then obviously onto your bumper work, again opening up some holes down in there if you're going to go with optional headlights, various bits and pieces onto this one. And then we've got your exhaust system, the under tray, the guards, the various things being fitted down at the back with all of those ones. The rubber mud flaps being fitted into this one, and then we've got the headlights, and again you've got that big old section as well if you want to have the big headlights fitted onto the front, which obviously are going to give you that type of look to it. So there you go, you can't get more than that. I don't know if that's is an aftermarket piece or if it's in the kit as well, so we'll have to check that one. Anyway, there we go, right the way through. Gorgeous markings, as I say, down in there. So we've got the Portuguese rally down in there, looking absolutely beautiful. Some really, really nice details in this kit. All right, so if we, I think first of all, we'll have a look at the decals. So as you can see, these are just beautifully done, very glossy, very nice. The one time you want really nice glossy decals. So if we go around this way, you can see, so you've got your auto glass markings down in there, good old mobile, all the rest of it, got your rally markings, all your various bits in there. I assume this is the linings for your seat, which is nice. So you have got an option if you want to do, if you didn't want to do the actual belts, you could go down the actual decal route as well with those. So you've got some nice ones. Also, you've got your tyre decals all in here. Some really very, very nice details. All right. So we've got that. So if we pop through these again to a closer look, I won't get them out of the bags. You can probably see them. They say all done, die cast cut for your masking, for obviously all your clear parts, which is very nice indeed. That tiny little antenna, which is minute, tiny. We've got that lovely bit of photo etch as well, show it on the right side. So there you go, you can see those calipers in there and the various things. So they look like sun visors down in there as well, so that's very nice. A couple of chrome bits for your mirrors, so you've got your mirrors down in there. We've got that bit of ribbon, I suppose you call it, more than thread as well, which is really nice colour for doing your harness it, so that's very nice indeed. Also, we've got your tyres, so have a quick look in a tyre. We just grab one out and we can see. So we don't have a centre seam running in the tyre, which is very nice. There's no writing on it or anything else. It's just a plain, nice tyre. It's pretty malleable as well, so it should fit very, very nicely. And then again, you can actually either stencil on or use the decals for putting your Michelin tyres on. So very nice job with those. Get that back in the bag. It'll be very handy. There we go. All right, so let's have a look at what we're all waiting for. Okay. First thing that jumps out is that the chassis itself has got a really strong, it's not just like plastic, it's got a very strong colour to it, which is very nice indeed. Again, that classic Ford Sierra look to it. Very nice indeed with the headlights, the various parts. I can't see any type of injection moulding mark or anything else. Various done. I'll tell you what is funny though, and again, you have to be a certain age to do it. There's actually, it looks like the bonnet's not quite fitting correctly. It looks like it's a little bit low on one side, and then on this side it's all right, which is probably the most accurate thing about this to the real thing. But yeah, definitely that bonnet is misaligned. So I think that's actually quite funny. I don't know if that's like an in-joke, but yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. But generally, good, solid, square. As I say, there's no cast marks or anything else into that. Very nicely done indeed. So yes, very nice. Okay, right, into big old bags. So we've got just down in here, huge big under chassis. We've got the floor, got the door cards and all the various parts. So again, if we start with that chassis, again, the plastic is beautifully done. It's real proper Stormtrooper white, I would call it, or fridge white. Again, you have to be a certain age to get that one, but there we go. So we've got the interior. At least we haven't got to do any flocking because it wouldn't have had it. So door cards, very nicely done. Right the way through, we've got those bumpers, the various things looking nice, and then up here we've got the wheels. We've got those brakes with the calipers, and obviously we've got the photo etch part is going to go on there as well. So that's very nice indeed. To be honest, on the blind side's nice as well. Really nice, good sharp kit that. Okay, so just down in here. Okay, so we've got transmission underside. You do get the fog lights. Okay, so you've got the night running lights as well. So you do get it in the kit. Nice touch. And again, looking very nice. So up in here, we've got the underguard, got the transmission, you've got the dashboard, the various things. There you go. That's the night running lights. So you do get those. We've got the radiator with the fans all onto it, drive, steering, various parts down in here. Yeah, I need your speakers. Very nice. Got your seats. Again, beautifully cast. Those seats are lovely done. Very nice. Nice, good, clean, general mould. No flash. Ejector pins are pretty much all of them are out of the way. Can't see a problem with any ejector pins getting in the way at all. Minimal cleanup. Very small screw gates on the smaller stuff. Very nice. Okay, so do it from this side. Okay, so as you can see, another very nice sprue. So we've got all the headlights down in here, all of the smaller parts. We've got the extinguishers, all the tiny little bits, a lot of the running gear, smaller parts. So I think if we go down in here, you can see, so you've got your steering wheel, got the column, got a lot of the running gear down underneath there, the smaller parts for it, right the way through, windscreen wipers, various things, all your headlights as well, your pedals, various things. Again, very nicely done. Clever moulding on some of those. Very nice. Good, clean, sharp. Okay, last up for the major parts, we've got the roll cage. So again, burring test. So burring is the sandwich layer between the, there is burring on this, I'm not going to lie. So bearing is literally when you got two parts come together, is there a little step each side? Is there a little line that runs through when you do it? So that's your bearing, which I'm looking for. And yeah, to be honest, there is a little bit, but that's easy job, especially, you know, scrape cleaning, things like that. You can go in there and take care of it. It's just that if you're going to put weathering on it or a wash or something, it'll stand out. But generally, as you can see, the cage looks very nice indeed. All your various bits down in there, got your sides. Nice, good, clean, crisp. Very nice indeed. Okay, so last up we've got the clear parts. Figure out how to get in here. There we go. And there is your clear of clear parts. So we've got the rear and the front windscreens. Crystal clear, not a problem there. Headlights, various ones. You've got your Fresnel lenses and your clears down in there. Tail lights, side windows, front and rear windows. Again, good, clean ones. Got your indicators again, sort of Fresnel'd a little bit. Very nice indeed. That is actually really nice. I know I'm harping on nostalgia and everything else like that, but having never owned one, could never afford one, but it's one of those really iconic cars, and I think that actually D models have done a fantastic job on this, because it really sort of captures the look, the feel, the detail, and all the parts you could ever want in this particular model. So yeah, I think it's done it well. It's done it a good old, homage to a classic car, let's face it. So yeah, so there it is. That is D Models Ford Sierra Cosworth 4x4.